Hey, greetings, everybody. Welcome to the next installment here of Threat Assessment. We're going to be taking a look, a hard look, perhaps a dangerous look, at videos that have been posted by people like myself and other YouTubers out there that are playing the City of Heroes on the Homecoming servers and have dared to post their activities, their fun, their adventures for all of us public people to laugh at, make fun of, enjoy, get thrilled by it, whatever. So I'm going to take time today and go over a video that was posted by I suck at or yeah, I think it's I suck at gaming, EYI suck. I'm a subscriber of his channel. He posts a lot of cool stuff about tankers. And in this video, he is talking about stone electric tankering and how he's made a respec of this build that is gotten rid of Jacob's Ladder, which is a short range melee cone in the electric melee set, and also doing a lot of non-granite form stone tankering with a build that he's just respec'd. So it'll be a fun kind of look at how other people play tanks. I certainly played a few tanks in my day. I've never played a stone armor tank though. I've only have a stone armor brute, and I barely played him because I just PL'd him to 50, and he's sitting there as a side project I'll work on at some point. So I'm curious how I suck here is going to be using his tanker. I'm going to put a link to his YouTube channel below. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of go through this video just fresh. I haven't seen it before. I'm curious, kind of like you might have stumbled upon his video. And I'm just going to lend my own expertise, as it were, to what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna use the old handy dandy telestrator pen. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna point out some stuff, circle some things, talk about some things, write some stuff. But it's all just thoughts, observations, my own shared experiences that I'm gonna comment on, and just kind of see what all's going on here. And this is ultimately just an educational type of video, I guess, at the end of the day. We're not here to trash talk anybody or make fun of anything. There may be some stuff I'm critical of. There may be some stuff I really enjoy. So, I'm not trying to get anybody upset in case anybody out there happens to watch one of their videos and I say something that you don't like. It's nothing personal. I'm not trying to trash anybody. So, without further ado, I have mad respect for people like I Suck and other YouTubers out there like Wednesday and Sawgrass and who's on the alt realities. Just people that are posting stuff out there because it gives people like me a chance to enjoy the game when I'm not playing it. So let me go ahead and pull up this video here on YouTube. So it's tweaking stone electric tankering on I Suck Gaming. I Suck at Gaming. And like I said, he was just respect, got rid of Jacob's Ladder, and we're 47 minutes into the video. After the respec, he goes through a great, detail about his new build, his choices with slotting. So if you want to get into that sort of aspect, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on people's builds unless, there's something really awesome that I want to talk about that. But I just want to focus on the action. So let's just go ahead and fire this up, see what's going on. He puts together, I believe, a team of 6 or 7 people, and from what I can tell, these folks regularly play with each other. And the one thing I see right away here is that my good friend Give, who has made an appearance in several of my videos, is moonlighting. Give, you're moonlighting over here with Ground Faulty is the name of this tank that iSuck is showing us here today. So appreciate all you guys for putting these videos together. It's fun. But yeah, Give has made appearance on a few of my videos. If you haven't seen them, you can go to my channel and take a look at the playlists. The DEF CON series, Give has been in a couple of those so far. Probably will be in more, I'm assuming. He's a glutton for the punishment. All right, so the crew has arrived. We've got, let's see what's on this team right now. I don't know everybody's build, so I won't know until I see what they're playing. I do know Give. Give is doing a Triform Warshad. not Warshad, sorry, Peacebringer, one of the Chaldean hero epic archetypes. And then we've got Ground Faulty, who I do know is a tank, and I do know he is stone armor and electric melee. Then we've got Sly Job is a stalker, but I don't know what kind. We got a Defender Crimson Dazzler, who is this character. It looks like, based upon this force field generator, that she is traps. Traps something. Don't know what. Then we have a Scrapper. Violent Strike. Scrapper. We'll have to see what they are. And then we have a mystery character. Krankenschweister. Schwester. Sorry if I'm abusing your name. All right, so that's the team right now. And it looks like they're running Cimeroran comment or content. And this could be level well, it's definitely level 54, I would assume. But it might be incarnate content because there are some zones that you can, like Darkest Story, you can run incarnate content. And I think Cimerora added incarnate content. And what that allows you to do is you get all three of your level shifts if you have them. So normally the stuff that you see me play and run is I'm running at 50 plus 1, so technically level 51. This is from my alpha slot. But if you go ahead and run incarnate level content, you can get plus 2, plus 3 from your lore and your destiny powers, which I have, but the content, the normal content of like radios, paper missions, tip missions, that's just, capped at alpha only. So in order to unlock your higher level stuff, I mean, at least your levels themselves, you have to run incarnate content like the eye trials, or there are certain incarnate zones like Darkest Story, and I'm pretty sure Cimerora had some of that added by the Homecoming team, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be one of those. And so the enemies will be level 54, but because you are running at level 53, they're only technically plus 1 to you, unlike, the content you'd run in Peregrine Isle, where they're actually, plus 3 to you still. All right, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on. Take it away.
Do I really have to do all this? Oh, I don't want to do solo missions.
Yeah, those solo missions are like crap. That's story mode crap. That got too much in the live game, and near the end is just too much. There's a lot of people, oh great, it's stories, but it just got a little bit too much story mode. All the new stuff is a story, story, story. Kind of got a little bit old, especially when you have like solo missions. All right, what's going on here? We have our first contact with the enemy, and we're seeing a typical tank take center of the group. They're running, I think he's running mud pots here from his armor set. This is going to do damage. It's going to have taunts. And it's going to, I think it has a slow minus speed on it, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going in here, and by default, the damage, taunting, minus speeding, that debuffing, that's all going to draw aggro on the tank. So he's getting in the center and just using that presence to start to control the enemy. And if they're focused on him, they're not going to be shooting his allies who are all behind him right now. So kind of a classic move. You get in there, stand in the middle, and start bringing everything towards you. We got actual taunt there. Grab and fold space. Now, I'm not sure if that was okay. So, because I don't think there was anything else nearby. So, I'm not sure if the fold space was grabbing somebody else. But hey, what's fold space? This is a faux TP teleport. So what it does is anybody within a radius around you, I don't know what the exact, distance is, but you teleport them all towards you. I believe it does have a to hit check on it. And anybody within that radius up to the target cap that gets hit by the TP foe and is low enough level will get grabbed and dropped. And where it drops is what's weird, because this is one thing I notice with fold space. I don't like it. If you watch, boom. So I don't think he actually grabbed anybody but the people around him. So when he grabbed those people who already were around him, right? Look what it did. It brought a whole train of them behind him. So when you use fold space, it drops them behind you in a line. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know if just the power's supposed to do that, or that's just the way the geometry or whatever of the ragdoll physics or something works, but it's kind of just strange because why doesn't it just drop people tight right around you in a circle because it's pulling from all directions, but meanwhile it just throws them in a line behind you. Just something to be aware of if you are using fold space that they're going to arrive in a line behind you. So if you're trying to like drop a patch or something that when they land they're in it, you're going to want to put that just behind you. So let's say you had some rain of fire or tar patch or something like that. You're going to want to put it back here if you're facing it that way. All right, so we have a fold space. I don't know that it grabbed anybody other than what was around him already, so not sure what was going on there. Let me check if anything else I missed. It does help to bring some of the stragglers in. All right, our stalker's taking a beating. So one thing I would like is I wish everybody that was doing some videos like with City of Heroes, we're seeing the characters here, but I really wish the health bars and stuff were visible because I'm trying to figure out like who's who because I always see a little green name, but it's really hard to see some of the characters. They're wearing dark colors. You can kind of tell, okay, this is a character, right? They have hair and whatever. But if you're in a big fight, it's really difficult to see that, hey, that's a hero and not one of the bad guys. So it'd be nice to have those health bars instead of having to look over here all the time, who's who. So that's Sly Job, that's the stalker. They've taken a big hit. Now, it looked to me like everybody was taunted and focused on our tank, but let me back it up and just double check and see how that happened if I can. And see if it's worth commenting because I'm wondering if somebody got escaped the taunt or okay, I see what happened. Watch this. Boom. Okay. Now I haven't fought this particular enemy group of Cimerorans. Again, these are an updated set of missions that the Homecoming team put out a year ago, something like that. But I've just never got around to running them. But you can see she's getting drained. So I'm guessing it's probably some of this Warshad crap like you see with the council these days. And somebody's just draining her dry over here. So she's taking a big hit. This is the danger course with, even though the tank is here and taunting and seems like everything is going great because everything's focusing towards them. If you're too close to your tank, incoming, blast AoE stuff can hit from range, or just like PB AoE stuff like this can hit you. Or one I was originally thinking it was one of the bosses with the big swords there, and they do the big swing around in a circle and chop everybody. I forget what the name of that power is from Broadsword, but they have that one. So that's what I thought it was, but I'm seeing here like, boom. Somebody's raining the crap out of some damage too. I don't know if that's must be the defender because I don't see any of the Peacebringer blasts coming in here. So the defender might have. I don't see any rains. It's probably AR. It's probably assault rifle bullets, which usually a lot of people run that with traps. I've got one of those myself. Okay, okay. Oh, we got another clue. We've got I forgot to mention this. Here's a claws scrapper. And I saw earlier Sly Job was running Psy. So we have Psy melee, claws melee. Your tank is running electric melee. And I think the defender is going to be traps assault rifle. Pretty sure. All right, let's run this. Okay, so boom. Tank's doing the job, getting in the middle. But Sly Job's getting a big old sucky suck right here. Not much they could have done about it. This would be this person right here. Side melee's tough. Yeah, they got some crazy, stupid Warshade powers. All right, I think Guy's taking a nap. All right, again, we're kind of seeing a classic tank maneuver here. We have a group of foes kind of spread out, some back here as well. And your tank comes in and parks themselves in the middle, using their aura here to get taunt and aggro on the people near, and then they're throwing a taunt at range to start pulling these things in. The one thing I'm not sure, I think there's somebody back here, and it might be a little bit too deep of a stance. And what I mean by that is if you go too far into the initial group without doing anything aggressive to get a taunt on them, you can miss if there's somebody, hiding over here or off to the right, to the left. So there might be, a couple people over here or here that if they didn't get the initial mud pots hit taunt, they could just turn and start attacking your allies who are coming in behind you. I see the scrappers right here. Now, the scrapper can handle his own. The defender, depending on how well slotted their force field generator is, I don't really see the bubble anywhere, so I don't know if they have it out. I saw it earlier, though. Okay, our melee guys are all in here. All right, now Guy's on mission. Here comes the blasts. It doesn't look like Ground Faulty has a lot of attacks slotted.
None of the powers on this character that I should in the places that I'm used to having them on other characters.
What's with all the Warshade crap lately? Like, when Cimerora here got its update, they put a bunch of Warshade stuff. Now, I know that goes with, the Imperious Task Force things. But then the Council, the same thing. They got a whole bunch of Warshady stuff with the galaxies added. I know that was already in the game, but there sure seems to be a lot of emphasis with just extra war shadiness in the last couple updates to groups. So it's just weird. I don't know if that's uh, signaling something, but we'll see.
Huh?
Now here's something that I don't get. So if ground faulty has fold space, why not use it now? You've got a whole nother group right here. Or taunt. Now maybe concerned about being overrun because there's just 5 of you, but it seems like these guys are not super high level against them, right? This foe he's fighting right here is just conning orange, so that's only like a +2. So that's not that scary. I'm assuming, and I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming ground faulty is 53. I don't see the enemy. Oh, it's hidden up here. Well, yeah, so the enemy is a level 54 lieutenant. So they're conning +2. So 54 minions would be yellow to a 53 incarnated character. So that would be the +1. That would be yellow. So yeah, this is lieutenant would be essentially a 55. So yeah, these guys got their shifts. You're only fighting +1s effectively. Not very scary. So yeah, I'm not sure why. Hey, why not fold space here? Bring this group in or throw a taunt out or something. Maybe that'll be too much range damage. That could be smart. But one thing I would like to see or would suggest is, all right, you come in here, maybe grab this aggro and either fold space, or you could, get this aggro here real quick and then duck in this direction. And as you're going over here, get a line of sight broken, throw a taunt on these guys to drag them after you and get these guys following to kind of get that whole party of enemies in that in between. Might as well. You'd have some decent AoE between. I'm pretty sure Crimson is throwing out bullets And you've got, I know Guyve has some good AoE with his squid form. Then you've got Sly Job. I saw the Psy, and I know Psy Melee has some really powerful PB AoE there. So I think you guys could have pulled that whole group together. Let's see what happens, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm so used to
So they're making short work of this group. The other group is still kind of hanging back there. All right, so yeah, we're kind of just going one at a time. You know, maybe just a calm little stroll through the woods. Don't want to get too crazy. From what I can see, they could have easily had the two groups, though. All right, now we saw the fold space, so maybe there was any leftovers that pulled them. But I think at that point, everybody was dead behind them. So it looks like now this is something I personally don't like, and ground faulty, you know, is built the way he's built. But the one thing I'm seeing here is he's only got. So I kind of move the heads up display here. He's got 3 punches, one of which is a chain. So he's only got 2 single target attacks and 1 chaining single target attack. Or maybe that might even be Thunder Strike. But anyway, it's 3 attacks. And then there's this 1 clap power. So I think that has like a knockdown or knockback effect or something. There is, looks like, ball lightning and chain fences, but I don't think I've seen him use those yet. So I'm just, you know, curious, like, I mean, in my opinion, you know, my tanks, I want to have like 5 attacks, like, right? I want to have like 3 punches, a couple, you know, melee cones, whatever, PBOE stuff, so that I can do more. Because one thing I'm kind of seeing so far with the tank build is that he's I don't, it's early, but it's kind of one dimensional. We're seeing you come in, you get in the middle using your auras, you maybe throw a taunt, and then you punch a couple times left, right. That's about it. We're not seeing very aggressive or mobile. So I'd like to see more action with the tank. I'd like to see, hey, get in here, throw the taunt, dive in here, throw something like ball lightning to go aggro this group, right? You could taunt this way, taunt, ball lightning, grab that group, get these guys aggroed, and then maybe duck, break line of sight, pull all that crap in, throw a fold space, you know, something like that. Get more stuff going. I think your team can handle it from what I've seen. Nobody's taken a beating yet, and you're doing a great job as far as just holding the aggro around you. Nobody's, you know, it's not like a jailbreak at this point. I don't see any ambushes, so far so good.
Sorry.
This guy blowing up. Oh yeah, definitely confirm. We got assault rifle here. Yeah, with the assault rifle, you can lay down lots of AoE. Yeah, I mean, the fold space is, again, that's a little bit late. Doesn't need to do that. Maybe that was a TP foe. I don't know. All right, now, ooh, here's a good room. Let's back that up. All right, so we got this room, and the one thing that you notice is there's a lot of like line of sight issues when you're running through these maps. There's a lot of kind of blind corners and steep staircases like this where you can't see. And all of a sudden you come around like bam, you're in it. And notice how you kind of like fall down the thing. So that's where you got some danger here. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, this room is chock full of nuts, ain't it? So check this out. There's got to be, it's hard to say exactly how many groups you got here. I'm thinking there's one here. I think this is a second group here. I'm thinking a third group there, but there's also this one stray guy over here. So it's really hard to tell. They're so spread out. It's going to be interesting for your tank here to see what he does. Back that up again. Just want to see the initial entrance. See if there's anything else hiding. I don't see. This looks clear over here. So yeah, it looks to me like you got the front group, maybe a middle group, and then a back group. It's like one. I think there's a second one there, and then there's another one back here. Very spread out. So yeah, spread out group like this is where your tank's got to do some work. So let's see what happens with ground faulties. He goes in there. Okay, going in again. Kind of that classic get in the middle. Throw a taunt. He's probably at his taunt cap right about here. So the one thing that concerns me is we've got people in the back. There's somebody over here as well, and I remember seeing that guy over there. So you might have 2, 3, 4 people that are not necessarily picked up by any of the taunting or the mud pot aggro at this point. I'll back it up again real quick. Okay, in we go. All right, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, like about 5 guys so far are behind him. Now, how many of them are attracted to, taunted by the mud pots at this point? Okay, let's keep watching because then he's going to get in here. He's going to go deep like this. Now, that's one thing I think he's going too deep on some of these standard. I'm not even sure what I would call this sort of technique or strategy, but your tank, king of the hill, I guess might be the idea. So you get in the middle and just dare anybody to come and get to your space. Now that's going to be very effective with these guys that are right in front of them. They're right behind them. But what happens to these guys back here? Do they follow? The other concern I would have is my allies. Because they can easily pull this aggro onto themselves because if they're following right behind you and they shoot them or do whatever they do, now these 4 or 5 guys could easily surround, I don't know, your defender or something like that. Oh, look, they got another defender coming in. Or Krankenschwester is a defender. I don't know what kind yet. Anyway, these guys could aggro surround your defender, surround your, scrapper, I don't know, and start doing some serious damage to them. So I think, in my opinion, again, this is just me, like, you don't need to go much further than this. You could stop right here. Use this as your anchor point. You got all these guys that are right next to you then. They're definitely going to want to come and get you. And then you taunt this section right here. Another option, because there does seem to be a lot of freaking guys, is maybe use a line of sight break. I'm thinking you come in, using your mud pots to get aggro on these guys. You're throwing your taunt over here on these guys. And then maybe you peel off in this direction and get behind this pillar to break line of sight. Because the concentration of enemies is here and here. So if you already got this group taunted from mud pots, you get this group taunted from your taunt, you break line of sight, that's going to force these guys to come. Some of these guys who might not have been picked up yet, if they see you, they might go after you. And then these guys are all going to try to get you as well. Bringing everything in this direction, that can set up a nice little kill box for your team right about here. Whereas if you kind of go deep like this, you got the risk of you miss some guys back here. You might over taunt over in this direction. Now you got another group coming on after you. You're not breaking any line of sight, so everything at range is going to attack you. Now the one good thing is the Simmies, they have mostly melee. So they've got maybe like, I think it's like a javelin or something like that they throw at you. But they're mostly a melee faction, so it might not be such a bad idea to kind of just stand out in the open because they really can't do anything except for charge. All right, let's see what happens. There's the taunt. Oh, they just chucked a huge ionic in there. Right at that boss. All right, yeah, so that just jumped. It looks like it jumped way in the back. Check that out. And who is that? What is that? Who is that? What are you doing? Like, who are you? I thought it was like a mastermind pet, but I'm like, there are no masterminds. Is that? I can't even tell you who that is. All right, well, this is the other reason why I like to see the health bars and stuff on the above the allies, so I can tell who the hell is who. But what is going on? Anyway, ground faulty just chucked ionic at this guy, and it looks like it jumped way the frick back here. Over here, this guy looks like they got zapped by something. So it just pretty much aggroed the entire room, which I guess is fine. You know, hey, you're the tank, you want all that stuff. But I am starting to see some aggression heading backwards. Right, so it looks like we're losing containment here. What the hell happened? All right, that defender's dead. And who is that over there? Oh, is that our stalker? Is that who that was? Back this up. Back it way up. All right, that's who it is. That's Sly Job, you sly dog, you. It's like, who is that? This is your stalker. That's typical stalker, right? You dive way in the back and try to AS somebody, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure what advantage it is back there because if you get caught, you're on an island now. You got no backup. Might be better to kind of just stick up here and like knife this guy in the back, this boss right here. Unless he's pulling or she's pulling, maybe. I don't know. But then this defender dies. I don't even see them. Unless they went the wrong way. Let's see if we can if I think I hear radiation at some point. Like choking cloud radiation. So they could be a rad defender. Don't know. Let me listen to this again. They're pulling a bunch of crap. A lot of incoming. Like, how the hell did you just get, like, nuked? Yeah, see, a lot of range crap is coming in now. This is what I was kind of thinking about. Look at this. This is streaks of purple. Right, these guys are hurling those balls of negative energy damage. You can see it crisscrossing right here. So this is the issue that I was saying why it would have been better, in my opinion, for if our tank had peeled off over here to break the line of sight behind that pillar right there. Because if you do that, these guys who you've just aggroed the crap out of aren't just throwing, AoE bombs at you. They would have to come around and get line of sight on you, and that sets them up for boom boom blasting from your allies behind you. Right now you've got multiple dudes out here. And maybe that's why Slide Job went there to kind of start pulling some of this in more. I don't know. But there's also a bunch of like this might be his lightning what do you call it, electric fences. There's a lot going on here. I gotta rewind this again because I'm losing track of this. Hold on a second. All right, we got the initial move in taunt. I see blasting behind me. Here comes the big boom. Our stalker has moved into there. Maybe there was a healer back there, surgeon. Ball lightning. To the taunt. Bam. Defender's dead. I don't even see him. Slide Job's getting wrecked. Slide Job's dead. Yeah, I'm not sure what Slide Job was doing. Okay, fold space brings him in.
That didn't go as planned.
Yeah, I died pretty quick coming in there.
You don't have any real armors that you're running anymore.
I think the defender was behind.
Yes, you have +9 to make a sandwich.
All right, there's our defender, our new one. Said I thought I heard radiation gurgling. I don't know how they died. Let me see what was happening. So, all right, they're fine right here. So watch this defender's health. All right, they're fine, and then they're dead. Let me do this. Let me move myself over here. All right, so our defender here on the bottom is at full health at this moment. And then they're like freaking dead. The hell? Was it that blast that came in? See that? Huge explosion of purple. And all of a sudden they're like almost dead. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing radiation. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. So they might be a rad. Maybe they came on a choking cloud. Yeah, Slide Job is punching above their weight over there. I think I know what they're doing. They're trying to free the hostages or whatever.
Yeah, I died pretty quick.
The senators.
Coming in there.
You don't have any real armors that you're running anymore.
All right, then boom. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it was just a bunch of too much explosions. Now, the other thing I'm noticing, I don't see force field generator. I don't know if it got blown up or if it's just not being summoned often enough. You got acid mortar and you've got the triage beacon. Okay.
Right?
That was like a suicide room. But I think that's why if you break the line of sight with your tank, a lot of that incoming damage could have been avoided by the squishies if that's what took out your second defender. I don't know why the stalker took off in there like that. We got lots of foes here. Damn, Gaive, you just nuked. See, Gaive's Peacebringer can lay it down. Lots of damage.
I'm going up.
I lost my pen there for a second, all right? So now that time the fold space dropped them all in a line in front. It's so weird. I forgot about Lightning Rod. All right. It's got Lightning Rod as another attack. That's good.
I like this better.
What's that?
I like this better. I can do the full space and then I can actually do the lightning rod into the middle of it.
Damn, dude. What is hitting?
Oh, I see.
Cranking.
Into the middle of it. Works better. I can do the full space and then I can
See this.
lightning rod into the middle of it.
What is that damage that is blasting off of this guy? That she is going. She's right here. Her health is full. And all of a sudden, this guy, I think, blows up or does something. and she just takes a huge gob of damage.
I like this better. I can do the full space, and then I can actually do the lightning rod.
That massive explosion flips her in the air, and she's almost one-shotted. Jesus. I haven't fought this particular version of the Simmies, so I don't know.
Into the middle of it. Works out.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, I think they're rad. I saw Radiation Blast.
Christina, you have a heal, just so you know.
I've just got drilled by something. I'm not sure if the Rat Defender is a newer player or not.
Close to
It looked like they had run into that last fight and just got murdered almost instantly.
direction. Straight ahead.
Or sometimes you're just trying to catch up to the fight, and you get in there to, you know, do something and don't realize, wow, these guys are +5. Might be a lower level character. I'm seeing radiation blasting. Damn, again. It's like she is so at risk.
So now I'm rethinking my other
It might be a lower level.
alternative non-granite build.
Oh no, don't get in there.
You want a migraine or?
Krankenschweister, you better watch out. They're blasting, but I'm not seeing if they're radiation. Seeing any like the toggles or.
It's a great setup for an attack.
What was that one?
I don't have that many.
Oh, you know what? That's thermal. That's what she is. Okay, shields. All right, I see now. Yeah, it's just fire on people. Okay, so we got a that's our last build. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So our last defender is thermal red. Yeah, for sure I would stay the hell out of melee. I mean, irradiate maybe if you can get away with it safely, but not against this crap. But thermal, that's all like, you know, shields and heals and crap. So that's range for the most part. And the radiation is a blast set, so you got a lot of range stuff there. The only power I could think that would bring you into melee would be irradiate. And, you know, you can see how much damage she takes when she gets in there. So yeah, this is basically a stand back and buff support build. Crimson can get in there closer because they should have their force field generator going, and they've got the traps that they want to lay down with their tank out front. But yeah, for sure, Crankin, you don't want to be diving in there like that. It's too dangerous. Oops, close that. All right, let's go. There we go, a bunch of aggro coming. Fold space, bro, fold space. Get them in here.
Rats.
Thank you. Trying to remember that my job right now is to keep the rest of you alive and not to be like jumping into the middle of everything.
Exactly.
You've got 2 shields. You've got damage buffs. You've got a bunch of heals.
I think you're ready to play Peacebringer.
Don't know what the last one of them is. Do we pass?
I mean, this tank should be in good shape, though, with the extra shields on top of their armor they already had. Smash defense there is 50%. Damn, what the hell hit? Those guys are just exploding.
I'm coming.
So whatever, power of the Phoenix or whatever it is.
What was that? Alright, there's Slide Job right there, fighting that boss. 1-2 hits, dead.
We also have a res.
Smoked.
I'm coming.
These bosses are brutal, apparently.
So whatever, power of the Phoenix or whatever it is.
Alright, I gotta see this. So we're a man short, and I think your 2 defenders are behind you trying to get that guy up.
So whatever, power of the Phoenix or whatever it is.
Alright, stop here. So you have a room that is pretty much got a U shape of enemies. It's a bunch over here. They filter back through here, come around over here, and I think came all the way over that direction as well. Back it up again. Get a look at this room.
Power of the Phoenix or whatever it is.
Can't really get a good look at the right side. But anyway, and that's kind of my other thing that I'm seeing here is, if I didn't get a good look at the right side, I don't think Ground Faulty did either. And maybe just because, hey, I'm a stone tank, I don't really care about that. Whatever, I can survive. But you got definitely squishy people on your team. Your stalker and your defender have been lit up a couple of times now. The others seem to be able to handle it. I know Gaiv is able to take a beating. But you're going deep again. And you've got definitely people over here on your flank. You got definitely people over here that could potentially see an aggro. There's not too many in the middle this time, but there's definitely people back here. But I'm not even sure what's over here. And a lot of times what I always see in teams is, your tank goes in and the team goes, follow the tank. But if there's stuff over here, blammo, they're going to smack into your team. So, again, I would like to see a little bit of pause here, especially because you're down a couple people. Maybe take up a position here. Let's get that camera pan left and right. What's over here, what's over there. We definitely could see these guys, but we need a camera look over this way. So, yeah, if you're tanking and you're the first one in, which is great, sweep the room. Like, where is the enemy? Because that's going to help you determine what position you should set up in. Because if there is somebody over here as well in this direction, then you'd want to freeze here. Maybe throw a taunt on these guys and then head this way. Or definitely, if there is nobody over there, I think your better path, rather than straight, is you head over in this direction. Get in amongst these guys, throw the taunt out here, and bring this crap all into this area. Break your line of sight. Get over here behind this pillar. I think here's your that's where I'm looking at would be my sweet spot. If there's nothing over here. If this side is clear, then I would do that. I would come in here, get these guys' attention, either taunt them directly or throw a ball lightning at them, and then reverse that. Taunt over here, throw a ball lightning, whatever. And then get myself right over here hiding. These guys are all then going to come in. These guys are going to come in. And then I've set up a nice kill box right in here for my allies behind me. And they have some cover too in case stuff gets hairy. They've got cover here, cover here, cover here. Right? They're not going to take a direct beating. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, oh, that's way too deep.
I'm trying to find. There you are. I'm coming. Oh, you.
Oh no. Oh no. This is not going to end well, I don't think. All right, nobody's over on the right. That's good. All right, okay. So far, so good. Again, though, we're kind of just standing there in the middle. Not much mobility with our tank. Maybe because... All right, here's what I'm thinking is going on. I'm wondering if ground faulty is used to having granite armor. And because, granite armor, you can barely move. That might explain this behavior where you're just going and stopping and standing. Because with granite, because you can't move, there's really no point trying to move and have mobility. But when you have a non-granite tank, you now have mobility. So you should be moving, getting better position, and not relying completely on just taunts and your aura to get attention. If you put yourself near foes, using proximity, that'll help you control aggro as well. Especially given that you got a couple squishes on your team here.
Nice. It's always nice when it's fast.
I remember you said that.
All right. Seems to be working out okay, though. So, no harm, no foul. All right, going in again. All right, I like that. I like that. Perfect. Beautiful. That was great use of fold space. Because, look, you got this huge spread out group. You got Guy over here, and there's somebody over here, maybe even further. So that's a good, I don't know what, 60 feet or something like that between foes at least. So you put yourself here in the middle and then fold space. That's beautiful. This fold space is going to do exactly what you want. It's going to grab all this crap and pull it in here towards you, making a big old kill box right in here. Love it. That was a great one. Yeah, look at all that. Juicy targets everywhere. Your allies are behind you. They get to start blasting away.
That's good flow.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm being too critical of ground faulty because this might be just a newer... this build is so new that he's not used to it. Definitely that's something that could explain some of the stuff I'm seeing. Let's see what's going on next. All right, go to next mission. All right, this one, they're not running the incarnate stuff, so this is gonna get brutal. This is gonna get brutal. So we're on a non-incarnate mission. It looks, from what I can see, because I just saw a purple boss. So now the enemies are 54. He's operating at 51, so you're going to have +3s on the minions. So they're going to be, what, orange? Something like that. I think. Let me just see if this plays out the way I'm seeing that. He's got a Centurion targeted. I sworn I saw a boss that was... Unless that's just temporary. See, I was counting purple. It might not have kicked in the incarnate stuff yet. Okay. All right, that's what it was. So I was like, dude, if you're don't have your +3 stuff, you're in trouble. Ground faulty's taking a beating. He's got his granite on this time. Ground faulty, your other build is better.
I was too low.
This is chaos. I'm not sure your team is all here. There we go. I'm not sure why I don't see the force field generator. I don't know if Crimson's just not using it. I saw it before. But that's like your best, literally your best defense. It's a huge defense buff. That would just about cap your, Okay, now I see the icon, I think. See it up in his tray. Or his display up there. Pretty sure. I think that's it right there. I think that's the force field generator bubble. All right. I was like, where the hell is the force field generator? All right, so boom. I'm loving this right here. Like, here's me, dude. I would taunt this crap and bring it in. Or fold space. Because not your whole team's on the map. I mean, you kind of got this. Let's back this up again. Check this out. Look at this juicy setup right here. Pause right there. Shoot, we go back again. Okay, gonna go in here. Pause it right there. That's what I wanted to see. So you got some targets here and back here as well. And then there's these guys here. And then as you see him pan the camera to the left, you'll see there's a whole nother group of guys here. I mean, shoot, I'm loving this. So, this is what I'm hoping he's going to do. But this is me. I'm looking at this and I'm licking my chops because I would come in here, see this. I would probably throw a taunt at these guys, or again, ball lightning, something like that, to get them to start coming this way. I would then peel off and head back in this direction to kind of break the line of sight by this archway here. It looks like there's a nook. Not totally breaking line of sight, because what I would want to do then is fold space so that I can suck these guys and bring them in. And meanwhile, by the time they land, these guys are clearing this tunnel, and I would have a big old group of dudes from two different directions right here. And then I've got that archway nook that's going to protect me from a lot of this incoming fire. So as these guys are coming, they're going to have to come around the corner. As these guys are coming, they're going to have to come around the corner and get me in here. And meanwhile, my team is just obliterating them right there. Let's see what happens. But I like this particular room because of that, or this configuration. Right, lots of guys there. Look at that. Ball lightning their ass, taunt their ass, something. I see damage coming in from behind, so somebody's done something. Might be his allies did it. Somebody pulled that crap. Yeah, I think again that ground faulty's relying too much upon just native, taunt aura type of stuff. Not getting. I think he needs to use his mobility that he has, and use proximity. Get them to see you, because then they're gonna want to kill you. Throw some ball light, and maybe I'm talking from farmer perspective, because as a farmer, that's how you would get all the groups to get around you, right? You've got all this defensive shield stuff, so you're like throwing a ball lightning this way, you're taunting that way, you're getting yourself into melee with another group, so that you're able to pull like three groups. You got your melee group you're fighting with, you're taunting somebody at range or whatever. That's your second group. You throw like a ranged attack ball lightning, let's say, getting that third group, and bringing all this stuff in, breaking that line of sight, getting them all on top of you, giving them no option but to charge. That's what I'm wanting to see. I don't see ground faulty doing that though, and that's maybe where I know like Guy, if he's got dwarf mode, maybe he needs to throw some dwarf action out there to try to get these guys to get closed in on your tank. But from what I'm seeing, for the most part, the tank is just kind of getting in the middle of the space and, maybe taunting a near group, occasionally throwing out a fold space, but it's mostly just relying upon King of the Hills style aggro control. There we go. Saw some Warshad crap behind you guys. Dwarf. Okay. Don't know, there was that big dwarfy guy back there. I'm not sure if that was taken care of yet. Alright, now you're on an island. These guys are got their phalanx fighting up.
Suppose if we're bored, we could not kill the surgeon.
I really don't like that Crank is getting this close. I'd like to see Crank standing behind Crimson.
Yeah, this is still not my this is not my not granite build. This is just my normal granite build. I'm just running it two-socketed with most of my other armors right now. Challenge being, I think that my smashing lethal is only like 40% resist. Not a big...
Dude, bro. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. Alright, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I was trying to go back to that because, dude, that is so risky for your team. Alright, so watch this.
only like 40%.
Going in. Now check out this room that you see. Bam, stop there. There is 3 groups for sure, it looks like. You got this group to the right. They're pretty close. And it looks like they already have eyes on the entrance. You got this group back here, and I can't tell if that's somebody there or not, but looks like this group there. So I think there's 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. Although this could be the same group. This might be prisoner, soldier, some of that. Anyway, so, your immediate threat is over here, the close group. But our tank goes way in here. Now, the cool thing I like to see is that the whole fold space at that point, and not just relying upon like just a taunt aura type thing. So fold space to bring stuff in. But there's so much stuff over here potentially that could not get hit by fold space, or has already moved outside of its range because they're seeing the whole rest of the team following in. And now you got guys behind you, and you're trying to manage this group of aggro, possibly this one too. So there may be 3 groups, which is just going to overwhelm your taunt cap.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, it's the 3rd group, looks like for sure.
I love it.
Took huge damage.
Got him now.
Somebody's getting their ass worked back there. Might be one of the soldiers. Oh, Crimson's getting hit. Oof. Who just got effing worked? I think that was a stalker. I didn't know it hit you. Hell? There he's knifing somebody. 7-7. Did you see that? Oh, I think it was this guy just gut punched or stabbed her. Look at this. It's a double hit. 7-7-7-7-7-7. So what's that? 1540 whatever damage. So it's 1500 plus damage with essentially just one hit, but I think a double hit just to kill you. I think it was this guy right here. I saw like a punch and just dropped her because she was at full effing health. Damn, dude, that's savage. Let's check this out. Okay, she's slashing. This guy comes up. It just like cuts her with his sword. Done. Damn. Alright. Got the ageless res. That was just savage, bro. Elite boss. They got this. I'm not sure anything you could have done there because they're just dead like almost instantly. All right, ambush. Freaking Nictus powers.
Well, I'm no longer doubly evil.
You're just singly evil now?
I'm doubly evil plus one. I had 1332 vet levels, which is 666 times 2.
Oh.
You can be doubly evil?
He's talking about his
It must be Guyve. I think Guyve hit double evil when he was on the DEF CON mission.
Congratulations.
Alright, so escorting out. I don't know if anything's going to happen here.
Wait, strike is clouds ready.
Escort.
If somebody can play the combo well, I'm not.
That's like a fairly regular type of escort. Alright. Alright, well there you go. That was the second mission. What the hell is that? Hold on, I think there is an ambush coming. Alright, so, oh yeah, they're getting ambushed. Oh man, don't you hate that? Like you go to you have to escort. This is dedication, you guys. Alright, anything else happen? Some more guys. Uh-oh, I don't know if it's like getting ambushed behind you or what. Well, there goes your defender. Oh, Guyve's getting frickin' worked. These guys are savaging you. I think there was another group or something showed up in the back. Because I didn't see anybody else. Yeah, so, see, here's an example, and I don't know if that's what happened or not, but I'm just going to go back. People start dying. Alright, so we have this group here. We're fighting this group. There's people taking heavy damage. Alright, so I'm back this up again. Alright, so we're having this fight here, right? Everything's good. That guy's dead. But the thing I didn't notice here, and as I talked about this in I think the first episode of the series here, where I was playing my brute Sekhmet, that the one of the things you got to do is a tank or whatever, just the beefcake. And I was noticing this with the original alpha tank on the team, and then when I took over that role, I was talking about this. I talked about this a couple times now, and this isn't exactly what's happening, but here's where, tank, you're first in, to get the aggro, to get the everybody's attention, to keep everything safe. But I also say you're last out, and that's not what I didn't see that here because we're first in, but there was still stuff going on back here. I didn't see any look. I didn't see any pan the camera and see if there's stuff still going. And I saw this in my own video with one of the tanks, I think, who was doing a similar thing where there's a fight going, and before the fight's done, they're moving on to the next group. Now, I don't know if it was obvious or not. I mean, it's hard to say because I wasn't on the map or in the mission, so I can't. I'm just going by what I see with ground faulty. So I'm assuming he thought that fight was done and left. I didn't see any sort of camera look around to confirm that. And then he moves on to the next group, right? Which, okay, cool, you're first one in. But then if there's still stuff behind you, or if another group comes charging in, then you end up getting wiped in the back here. So let's see if that's what goes on. But I'm suspecting either something wasn't dead back there or something else showed up. But we don't know because we don't see it from Ground Faulty's perspective. He's already into the next group. All right, so here we go. We're going in. And now look behind you. You see your stalkers had half health. So what's going on? There's something going on. All right, bringing the group in, which is great. Fighting. Now at this point, we not only have our stalker is in trouble, but we're also seeing our defender. Boom, we got two guys in trouble, neither of whom I see on this map. And then you got Guy himself is now so Guy's in trouble. So we have three people in trouble that I don't think any of them are with our tank right now. Our tank is taking some damage. Not crazy, but I made red alert here on your defender, yellow alert here with your Peacebringer and Stalker. All right, let's keep our eye on that. And our tank is going to town with these guys. All right, Guy's back up to full. Bam. There goes our death. Again, was it something right behind here that we don't see? I don't know. But I don't see our tank reacting at all. All right, now the tank's turning around and looking. Like, oh shit, what's going on? So what do we see back here? Try to get it. Okay, so here's what I see. I've got my traps defender here, acid mortar, force field generator. Here is the stalker slide job. Here's our scrapper. So it looks like our scrapper's with. Looks like our scrapper and our defender are both with the tank. But then I see now my defender is turned around. I see her back. So she's now facing this way, like looking like what the hell's going on. Your tank is now turned around. I'm not sure if our stalker or our scrapper's turned around at all. But meanwhile, where is... I don't see Guyve. I don't see... I think there's slide job. I think is right there. There's slide job. I don't know if they're up here with them or just ran up here. I don't see Guyve and I don't see the our other defenders. So they're back. They're still fighting something. They're nowhere to be seen. I don't know if they got ambushed or not. I didn't see any dialogue pop-ups, and it looks like the tab that Ground Faulty's showing us doesn't have like local dialogue on it. Guy just took another huge hit. All right, so now you got a pickle, right? Okay, here's where I hate being as a defender because I've been playing that sort of role with the DEF CON, right? Here, let's say this is me, the defender. Now I have a problem because as the supporter, I've got my tank on an island, and so you can see he's taking some damage now. And it looks like all of her traps have been destroyed. I don't see force field generator out anymore. So now he's in danger, right? But he's in the front. So do you go and help him? Meanwhile, you just saw a huge hit to your Peacebringer. Your fellow defender also died. They're in the rear. So now you're sitting here going, what do I do? Do I go forward or back? And I still got to summon some traps and stuff. So here's where, your team is getting split because I think your tank prematurely moves forward to engage the next group without confirming the kill in the back group. So that's why my point being about first one in, last one out. That's kind of the tank's motto, at least in my opinion. I didn't see that here. So I think it ends up causing trouble as somebody's getting overwhelmed in the front and the rear is getting murdered. All right, our defender goes to town. Slides into the fight here. Maybe the scrapper turned around to help. All right, now everybody else is up here. Okay, so it looks like the fighting was over. I'm not sure what happened. Could have sworn I just saw somebody around the corner. Hiding. All right, so that was a good move. So I like that. So look at the way that ground just took care of this and turned the enemies. This was good. So there's a new group in front. His allies are following him. He sees this. And here's where, yeah, going a little bit deeper is a good idea. So he goes through them. Keeps you moving after the healer there. And I like what he's done. So notice he's gotten on the other side of this group. So what that's caused them to do is, if you had stopped here, they're all looking this way. And any AoE stuff is then going to hit your incoming allies. But by getting them to turn and face him, because he's gone deep. Right? He's looking this way. They're turning towards him. Now all of their attacks are heading in this direction towards the tank, which is where you want them. Look, all these guys. Kill the tank, kill the tank, kill the tank. The only guy who's maybe not is the teleporting surgeon over here. But he's looks like Guy's about to blow him away.
And claws.
Yeah, this team could use some blaster level damage here. Maybe some control. All right, another big room. Let's see what happens. Fold space, bring a whole bunch in.
Back up a little, Christina.
All right, something bad's happening behind them. Yeah, look. I check this out. I don't know where it came from, but it's one of those Nictus. Where did that come from? This thing? Something right there. See it? What is that? So we have an enemy here, and it's obviously something dangerous because I think that's what's doing all the damage back here. I don't know what that is. I haven't fought these foes, but I think it's some sort of incorporeal or whatever. Nictus soul. I don't know. some boss or whatever. And our tank goes in, first one in, but we have a problem still back here when we needed you back here as the last one to leave. All right, and then he's going in. Okay, let's get this group aggroed, bring them in. That looks good.
Back up a little, Christina.
I think that's Guy's voice is telling the Krankenschwester there, the defender who's gotten wrecked a couple times, to back up, because I think they're right next to that, whatever that boss thing was behind you. Smash, all right. Guy takes a big hit. Who's fighting back here? Yeah, it's definitely got to be something. And then you got this, the whole, our other defenders following the tank, our stalkers following the tank. It looks like, so half the team is forward, right? We got our tank, our stalker, and our other defender. And then back here we got you got Guy, you got the other defender, you got your scrapper all back here, and they're fighting this one thing. But we've just taken our firepower and cut it by 50%. So this could have been a quick 5-second, 10-second, whatever fight. Now it's gonna take twice as long, 3 times as long, whatever, depending on what kind of damage type it is sensitive to or whatever. And the same thing on this side. We've got a whole new group of enemies coming in. We're only got 50% of our firepower. And arguably, you got your best supporter right here. She's again in a split situation. Hey, do I go back and help? Do I stay here and help? You got your main aggro magnets up here. You got your probably big hitter stalker. And it's one thing if everybody's level 53 and kitted out with all the crap, but I've seen too many 1-2 shot deaths to conclude that. I think there's a couple lower level people, or just maybe poorly slotted people, that are just getting wrecked routinely. So I think with that scenario, splitting up like that, that's too dangerous. All right, our tank is looking. All right, sees it's okay now, but now he's distracted, and now Slide Job's getting wrecked. Oh, that was bad. I wonder if there's another one of those big hits. Where are you, Sly? Sly, you need to get out of there right now. Right there, right in the front. Dead. No. Tank's getting pounded.
Oh, they're absolutely working me.
Yeah, you're taking all that minus. Look at your freaking defense, bro. It's like redlining up here. They're just shredding this shit out of you. I don't give a shit about your granite. You got heals on you. All right, the other thing I'm not seeing is, where are your fire shields? You have a thermal defender and you're not wearing any shields. You're not in the bubble of your force field generator. So you don't have like 2/3 of the defenses you could have. So you need to back up to get into the bubble, or your defender needs to move up and get the bubble closer. And then your other defender needs to stay with the team better and get the shields on everybody. Your stalker's being too brave. I would say you want to back out when you're getting murdered like that. Because your traps can't heal you, and you got just your thermal able to heal. But if they're trying to heal everybody else, or they themselves just taking massive damage, they don't have time. All right, that was that one. Damn, dude, this is serious. All right, then they're jumping on the next. This is like the third mission. The first two have just been kind of like slogs, just beating and beating on people. I don't know if these newer simmies just take a beating or what. But these are some longer missions here. Recording over an hour. This.
I'll be right back.
All right, so we got a couple of AFK people, but you got 4 people going forward. This is, I don't know if this is gonna be good. All right, one person's back. All right, I think our tank is getting too big for their britches here. Oof.
I was surprised at how much that full space gets deflected.
Oh, dude, you're getting worked. These guys are just hacking through granite or whatever armor. They don't really care. You're missing half your squad. One thing I've noticed is the scrapper's hardly taking any hits. Something must have res or something back there. I don't know if these guys have the res just like council. That's my guess.
My psionic defense.
Dude, you're done. Look at this. He is redlined. Smash defense is redlined. Side defense is redlined. They're just hacking through your stone. Guy was taking an effing beating off camera. So I'm thinking what's happened is some of the bosses can res.
That was a tough combo.
Oh no. Violent strike. Yeah, you guys are splitting the party too much. He just Alright, so yeah, too much splitting the party there. Let's get him back on the map. Then we get back and Scrapper's down. Yeah, these guys can't just easily be soloed. I mean, your team is softer on the soft side. When you guys work together as a unit, you do very, very good. Especially if your tank gets in there, maybe folds space, gets a taunt, gathers up the enemies. You got the shields on you. Like, I don't see your thermal shields on you again. I don't see the force field bubble shield around you. Alright, Lotus, this guy, this is what's happening. So these guys res as an elite boss? No wonder they're freaking destroying people. I don't know if that's what's been happening in the background. Alright, here comes our bubble. Again, guy was taking hits from somewhere I don't see. This is not going to go well. No. No.
I got you.
Dang.
That was rough. I gotta go granite. I can't not go granite, I guess.
I gotta see this because this was... What the hell happened? Alright, so we finished this thing off. It's dead, right? So... What happens in the background that they stop? Does this thing res again or something? And your tank is taken off. Alright, so at this point, he's way in front. you fold space to bring even more in. All right, so you're barely supported. You just got your other two melee friends to join you, but neither your defenders is near you, and your Peacebringer's not near you. You just folded space and doubled the amount of enemies. They're all doing phalanx fighting, so that's why you're seeing all the deflected defense stuff. And as they start hacking into you, your armor just gets shredded into the red line defenses. I don't think it's so much that granite's what you need. It's just the tactics are poor. Yeah, these guys just can't be soloed.
I got you.
That was rough. I gotta go granite. I can't not go granite, I guess.
I don't know if like people who play stone armor just get over reliant on granite or something.
It was bonus time.
Maybe just for the alpha.
There goes your scrappers down now.
They wore me down there. I was fine. No, I wasn't fine.
Yeah, that's the problem with defense builds. It's just a cascading failure.
The Castorums end up stacking crits on me.
You said I do have a res.
Yeah, it's something of the Phoenix.
Rise of the Phoenix. Yeah, I'm guessing that Krankenschwester is new to that defender.
It's probably second level towards the right.
I'm not sure whether if they have that res power or not.
Aim, neutron bomb, atomic blast.
What's that? Who's that?
Yeah, it's hard having like a newer character, newer player, and you're taking on this super high level stuff.
Sorry, guys. I'll just need to run.
I'm kind of in the middle of tanking this now, so. Wait.
I get those shields up.
I'd be up for a 5-er after this.
Christina brought food.
What?
It's like Christina brought.
Okay. And a group here, we're gathering it up.
I don't know what my gal made, but it made me hungry.
Got a pretty standard, again, move here.
Oh, good. Up
So, I mean, this is when things work. You guys are a group of 6. You're able to take these down pretty quick.
It's a little bit better when they're critting me for 100 or 83. But I can handle that.
Uh-oh. Get out of there. Defender's too close. Yeah, if you want to play like close range like that, you gotta get like tough, weave, get your patron or epic shields. Oof. Uh-oh, don't go, don't go. You got a dead body. Because here's the thing, if you go ahead like that, you know, your defender's down, so they're not there supporting you, of course. But then probably somebody else is taking time to go ahead and res them. Usually I think like Guy, my experience, I've teamed with him. He's got the temp res powers or whatever, so he'll take a moment to do that. So at that point, now you're down 2 bodies, and the rest of you are coming up, but you just lost your, you know, your best healer support character here, your range damager guy. I know also that Guy has dwarf mode, so he could off tank if he needs to.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm slowed.
Another walk in there, king of the hill, taunt him towards you. Everybody starts blasting. Set your traps up. But again, why is our defender, who's the squishiest one of the whole group, sitting right here? They have no self-protection other than their aura heal, which they're only able to use every, 10 seconds or whatever. The other thing I'm not seeing is, are they in, looks like they're in the bubble. That's some protection, but these guys are doing so much minus defense that your bubble, even though it's really strong, if they hit you once or twice, it's game over. I'm going to shred your defense. But there's no reason to be right here. They have a single target heal unless she didn't take it. And the shields, if she's applying them, they last 4 minutes. So you don't need to be near for that. There's only 2 reasons to even go close. One is radiation has irradiate as a PBAOE blast, which does a hefty minus defense. That could be one reason. The other reason is the aura heal, which again, it's only every 10 seconds or whatever. You have the shields and your single target heal to kind of keep things soft. And the only people that really even need to heal besides yourself is your stalker. So you could maybe just target through them, but stay at range. This is too close. Okay, you're surrounded by dudes. And if anybody starts swinging PBAOE stuff, you're going to get murdered within seconds. And that's what I keep seeing. Here goes your radiate. Boom, down goes Stalker. Neutron bomb is right up close. Yeah, you don't need to be that close for those powers.
Nice.
That's a pretty good combo. You get to fold space, lightning rod, 1, 2, boom.
After playing this character for a while, I think I finally found a decent attack sequence for it. I think it's everything taunted and grouped.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, another Nictus is resin. Yeah, see how these things get behind you. That was good. All right, our tank came back. I'm going to see how quickly they're able to, as a group, just take these things down. 10 seconds or something like that. Nobody dies.
Granite. Pop. Fold.
Fold space. Now we've got 2 groups. I think we got aggro coming.
Dang it. You took my freaking alpha away from me. Or my,
Judgment.
judgment.
Slide job. Get out of there.
He was right next to a big group.
Slide job. You're staying in there too long. You're a stalker, not a scrapper.
Yeah.
Stick and move, man. Stick and move. This looks like the last room. Another one of these EB Nicti.
Find your res.
Yeah, but I'm clicking it. I mean, it just wasn't. Just not responsive.
Might be clicking after they've gotten up. Possibly, I don't know. Seeing fold space being used a lot more now. Alright, got some aggro coming.
Sorry about that, Dad.
There we go. All right, yeah, so that's what I see happen. So these guys don't just res or whatever; they release a Nictus, but it's like an elite boss. And I think it also has some other second thing, whatever the hell that is, a blob. It's like two elite bosses, huh? That's crazy. That explains why people are dying in the back then. If the tank leaves and these two EBs show up, you can get murdered. All right, I think these guys just about. Yeah, looks like they're gonna run some more of the stuff. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop this review or whatever, this reaction, just because, I mean, they're not doing anything new. It's the same enemy groups. I'm seeing the same tactics, so that's kind of the one thing that gets a little bit redundant. That's why I like to kind of run like tip missions and different stuff besides counts or whatever. That's my other problem I have with these zones like the Richty War Zone or Cimerora. You pretty much get the same enemies over and over and over again. It gets just like dull after a while. You get the repeatable missions, but there's limited faction groups because those zones are so thematic. Same thing with like Dark Historia. It'd be nice to kind of have a little bit of a more variety or something like that. But anyway, I mean that's it. I think I mean there's some good stuff there with just I like when they as it worked as a team, the six of them, and if your tank is able to get in there and gather people on him, which she's doing a good job with that. A lot of taunting, the fold space, especially near the end there. Then the allies are able to just freaking rain death and beat on people. I thought that was working great. But when I saw Ground Faulty kind of splitting off and try to be first one in, but not cleaning up the leftovers, especially now that I was realizing it's those EBs, that was just bad decisions because you're ended up leaving your teammate hung out to dry, and even if half the party is, or that leads, even if a couple of people are, can stand in there, you lose half your firepower because, somebody's got to stay behind to fight, kill it. Somebody dies, that slows them down, and then that leaves you high and dry out in the front as well. So that's where, I didn't think that was a smart tactic. I think that was a little too dangerous. I think you can get sort of spoiled maybe with granite armor because you're like, oh yeah, this is such an uber set. You forget that you've got like people that are super squishy, wimpy behind you. They can't handle that kind of crap. They end up just getting freaking murdered. Hopefully, there was some interesting stuff there, feedback, opinions, educational stuff. You know it. I'm going to take off. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have yourselves a good evening. Take it easy.